Buenos dias. Hello. Welcome to our Spain. How's it going, Gaetano?
It's going bueno. A two, Tanya.
Bueno. Do you have an our Spain for us?
I do. In case you're not aware of it, Christmas is around us. It's Christmas
Yes,
season. It's coming. Like, it's actually days away.
it is.
So
It
I'm
is.
actually not prepared for it. I have shopping that needs to get done. And to be honest, I'm not feeling Christmas this year, not in a bah humbug way. It's just that we haven't been out in the city. My oldest is in her mock exam thing, so she doesn't want to leave the house. So we haven't been roaming around. And
You haven't had time to do that.
right. In our neighborhood, like we literally haven't left our neighborhood. So it's like you see some things in the window, but not the big lights over the streets and then,
But
huge
it's
things.
it's so funny because I would imagine like the point of being in the city is that you sort of have access to so much, and it's funny that even when you're in a city, you're just still living in a tiny little area.
Oh, I mean, there are times, weeks, I don't leave the little triangle of our neighborhood sometimes. If I don't have to go over there, there's a grocery
Right.
store, there's a butcher, there's everything I need within the block, right? So anyway, Paloma and I went we crossed Grand Via Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
We went 4 blocks from our house and we went to El Court. We saw all the Christmas lights and we're like, okay, we're feeling Christmas and stuff. Christmas, it was gorgeous. And I have to say, I think it was better than last year.
Oh, really? And
And
they do the
yeah,
outside as well. Like they do full on, right?
oh, the whole out. Well, I wouldn't say full on. Like the whole outside's covered in fairy lights, so
Oh,
it's just
that's
this. It's
nice.
gorgeous, right? It's
Yeah.
not like Christmas theme. It's just this beautiful white
Because I love
glow.
that. That
It's
means you could
gorgeous.
just walk by and like absorb Christmas without having to even go
Yes,
inside. Yeah.
and they have like a little like their fake Christmas market
Mm-hmm.
outside that El Court too,
Oh, okay.
which is
Yeah.
like stuff they sell inside El Court in little kiosks outside the store too. So it feels
That's
little,
nice.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
the real Christmas market, but it gives you the feel. But anyway, on our way back home, we went to the Mercat de Cologne
Mm-hmm.
and they have it really done up for Christmas. And our Christmas ads, the post that I did, those pictures were from the Mercat Cologne. So that huge life-size nativity scene was
Yeah.
from there.
And we had talked about life-size nativity scenes that they'd love to do here. That was
Yes.
a really pretty picture that you took.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm no Annie Leibovitz, but maybe one day.
I do love a blue Christmas tree too, so that's also nice.
Yeah, so well, that second picture with all the blue lights looks
Mm-hmm.
like Vegas.
Yeah.
That was actually that Christmas tree off in the distance in the nativity picture. You get to walk through it, underneath it, and look up, and you see all the lights pointing up to the top of the tree. So that's what that picture
Oh my
was the
God.
inside of the
I
tree.
love a walk-in Christmas tree, and I've only been to one, which is in Elvedon Forest in England, near where I grew up. They have the center parks. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're kind of these big like places where you can rent cabins, and they run through winter and through summer, and you do there's activities for kids and
So it's
center
like a
there's
summer campy
it's
type
like a
of
summer
place?
camp, but you go as a family. And then they have a
Okay.
big center area with restaurants and water parks and stuff. But in the winter, they do in the middle of the forest, and you stay in a cabin in the forest. So it's really cute. And
Okay.
and it's in the middle of a forest. And in that forest, they do these winter walk through places and with lots of lights and music, and it's
Okay,
just
okay.
really festive and Christmassy. I just loved it. And they had a walk-in Christmas tree, and I'm like, why aren't there more of these that you can walk in and get like just covered in
Surrounded in the
lights,
lights.
and it's just
Yeah.
so fun. Like I just loved it. Yeah.
Now, is that similar to like what they used to do? I think they still do it. The LA Zoo, they had all like Christmas Wonderland at night, and they had all these light tunnels and stuff that you would walk
Yeah.
through.
And they do
And
that in I think it's the botanical gardens in DC that they do it in.
mhm.
Also, like we've been to some very cool, definitely in America, obviously, some very cool light environments. Yeah.
Right. Well, I love a light. Being from Vegas, to me, it was heaven. I felt like I was, and the Mercat Cologne felt like a Vegas casino when you walked in with the huge
Oh my
nativity and all the
God.
lights. I
Right.
felt like, where's the casino? Where do I walk to the
I
casino?
was going to say that's probably not your status quo of feeling in Spain, where you're like, I feel so Vegasy, right?
Right. No, and definitely not in this town either, right?
No.
Even though we do have casinos tucked away in the neighborhoods,
Yeah, but the lights and the show and the thing and the that and the
all of
not.
that. No,
Yeah,
I think you have
it's
to go
not
to
happening.
Benidorm to get
Yeah,
more of that
probably.
Vegas feel, which
Well,
I'm not
that's
planning a
fun.
trip anytime soon, but maybe
Yeah.
one day.
Well, I'm gonna have to go search in England for a walk through Christmas tree.
Because that's where you're going to be for
Yes,
Christmas.
that's where I'm
So
gonna be for
you're
Christmas.
ditching me. You're ditching me
Yes.
for jolly old England.
Yeah. Well, today we're going to talk about not Christmas, actually. Well, we have
Not at
been,
all.
but we're going to carry on talking about a second part episode of 20 fun and silly phrases. And so we can just start. Do you want to start with the first one?
I can start with the first one, which is estar frito, which means to be fried. And it means, it's to be fried, to be in big trouble, you're done for, you're screwed. It's very similar to what we're
Same
used
as
to
the
in the
English
English
one,
language.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty self explanatory. And I like that sometimes phrases actually literally translate. So you don't even have to remember a new weird phrase in another language. It literally, you can translate it from your language and it means the same thing. I love it when that
Right.
happens.
Yes, me
I
too.
I also love it when that doesn't happen and it's something super weird like number 2, which is mandar a freír espárragos, which is to send asparagus to hell. I don't know how poor asparagus got involved in going to hell.
Because I love asparagus.
And I love asparagus too, but it does mean, obviously, to tell someone to get lost, go away, go to hell. So poor asparagus. But yeah.
Maybe because it makes your pee smell bad? I mean,
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't something that got popular until more recently. And some of these phrases
because it's in every restaurant. That's the one vegetable we've talked about in other food episodes. That's the one vegetable you're getting at the
right.
At the
that is one that you can find along with artichoke. That's pretty much it.
and eggplant, which
and it's such a disappointment, eggplant. But yes.
And so the next one, number 3, comerse o coco, to eat one's coconut.
Okay.
But the coconut is referring to your head.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
But it still makes no sense to eat one's own head, but it basically means you're overthinking and obsessing over something.
That kind of makes sense to me visually.
I guess, don't rack your brain, don't eat your brain.
Well, I mean, you're just so obsessed with everything that you're just starting to like
eat
your own brain because you're like, I can kind of get that. That's funny. This one, however, number 4, leaves a little to the imagination.
Makes no sense to me.
Buscar 3 pies al gato, to look for 3 feet on a cat. Now, I do want to make it clear at this point, we don't know how much these phrases are used in real life in Spain,
right.
But we found them and they're fun, so we're going through them and nothing's stopping anybody from using them.
We could sound like boomers saying these phrases.
Oh,
they
totally.
Might be so old.
Yeah. But sometimes these things have to come back. Some of them might not have been used since 1800. I don't know. That means to overcomplicate things. So to look for problems where there aren't any, which I suppose that would be a problem if you had 3 feet on a cat. So you're looking for something and the cat's got 4 feet and everything's fine and you're trying to look for 3. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's like you're looking for things that aren't there or nitpicking a simple situation. So maybe is paw a different word? So maybe you're looking for feet on a cat when you're really looking for paws?
No, I don't know. Maybe. But then why wouldn't it be 4? You're looking for 4 feet on a cat rather than 4. I don't know. Now we're really going down a rabbit hole.
You know what you cats. Are? You're making things difficult. You are.
We just
pies al gato.
So now we know how this one works.
You're overthinking the actual
phrase. We just
phrase.
overthought it. We overcomplicated it.
We did.
My goodness.
So number 5. Faltarte dos veranos,
okay.
To miss 2 summers. I've also heard it as faltarte uno verano. So,
well, maybe it's a range of how naive, silly, and stupid you are.
Right. How many sandwiches short of a picnic you are. Right.
So when I say to you, faltarte 10 veranos, you know that I'm being really insulting. But if it's uno verano, it's like, okay, you just kind of like, maybe you can pull back from that, you know?
Maybe. Okay. Maybe. I do know that white goes with white, if that's what you're trying to say.
I think there's a range on that one. Anyway, I feel like we don't speak Spanish properly, so there's no reason for us not to adjust things and make them more entertaining.
Right, exactly. I mean, we're already butchering the language. I mean.
Right.
So. Sorry, Spain.
Sorry. Yeah, we are trying. So number 6, we're back with the cats. I don't think it's unusual for cats to make it into a lot of phrases because they're very mischievous.
And they have 9 lives.
And
They're
they have
around
9
forever.
lives and they just get up to no good. And yeah. So, llevarse el gato al agua. So, to take the cat to water means to succeed in a difficult task, which I will say, they'll drink their own water, but if you've got to bathe them, if that's the goal of this, yeah, that would be impossible.
Yes.
And you
I
have
think
achieved
so.
it. I've had many of an injury trying to bathe a cat.
So I do too. And I will have to say, my daughter Paloma, though, has taken the cat to water. She has pulled off the impossible task, is that she gives our cats baths every couple months just out of her own whim. She's like, well, like if it's the summertime, Daddy, I think they're hot. They need a cool bath.
Oh.
And they go with her and they don't scream and
Okay,
whatever.
but your cats are super mellow compared to mine.
Well, but yes and no, because one of the cats we were bringing home from the vet had got scared and had made poo-poo all over itself in the pet carrier. So I had to come home and wash it.
Right.
And it tore off 15 pounds of flesh from me as I was actually trying to clean it from nastiness, where my daughter was like, I'm just going to throw it in water for fun.
But was it already stressed? Maybe you were taking a cat from a stress situation. More like, for instance, I had to wash one of our cats that came home from a fight, had blood all over it, didn't know whose blood it was. Assumed assumed my cat was the mafia boss and had won the fight. Okay. Don't know what happened. And I was like, well, I've got to wash this cat. So he's one of our mellower cats and he was fighting for his life to get out of that bath. Mm-hmm. That was fun. I tried to bathe Luna once and I will never do that again. I don't care what she gets on her. That is never, ever happening again. I'm surprised. I told Xena to get out of the bathroom. I'm like, this is it. We're never doing this again. No.
Right. Well, I'm not going to bathe them, but Paloma can.
But it's lovely that Paloma can. Yeah, so the pet, I guess it depends on the...
She's a bit of an animal whisperer. I think we've talked about this before. She can get lizards to climb on her. It's very strange.
She's just very mellow, so maybe that makes sense. In a very positive, nice way. Okay, you're up. Number 7.
I'm up. Number 7. Estar metido en el ajo. To be in the middle of the garlic.
Well, that's everyone's dream, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if I want to be in the middle of garlic, but I want garlic on everything I have except for chocolate ice cream.
Oh, have you been to a garlic festival? Oh, it's so good. They have one that's in California somewhere.
Well, we're not there now. Do they have one in Spain? Tell me about that one.
No, but there's a good one in California. I went to it. It was yum yum.
So this means to be in on the secret, in the loop. And I guess it means to know the whole story. Something like that.
I like that because if you're in the middle of the garlic, you're connected to all the cloves. Mm-hmm. I can imagine a little, you're connected to everything. You're in the middle of the gossip.
Yeah, like you got all. Yeah.
Maybe
I can ride with that. Okay. That sounds good.
We'll go with it.
Sounds good to me.
Or maybe also it implies that the garlic is the part of the dish that brings all the flavor together. Oh. Maybe. 2. Huh?
2? Who knows?
Possible. All right. Number 8. This is very much like the English, really. Tener mala leche, which means to have bad milk, but it can also have tener mala uva, which is grapes, or coffee, which means to be in a bad mood, which... Yeah, it's gone bad. You've gone bad.
Well, I mean, if I get any of those that have gone bad, I'm going to be in a bad mood, know?
Yeah, I mean, well, very true. Except... So I had a coffee that really tasted burned, but I'm not a big coffee connoisseur, so I don't know. And I don't feel like I can send coffee back. A, because I'm not that knowledgeable about coffee. And B, I don't know how you burn coffee. So I would imagine it would come back with the same, whatever they did, doing the same thing. Maybe it's in the beans. Maybe the beans got burned. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, there is the thing. Have we discuss this as an episode, or have we just discussed this in person?
Well, if you're talking about, I know that you and Jawad have talked at length, to be polite, about coffee, that I have tapped out of that conversation. So
in case we haven't touched on it, okay. I'll bring it up, and we can maybe do an episode about this as maybe a poco about the coffee beans here.
Oh, yeah.
But most places aren't using the Arabica beans. They're using the whatever other things they're called. Okay. And it's a lesser grade bean. And in history, they roast it with sugar, so it automatically has this burnt taste. So if you're going to a lot of the local coffee shops, it will have that burnt taste because it's got that burnt sugar taste to it.
But I mean, burnt sugar, well, I suppose not burnt, but caramelized sugar is nice, but not burned, right?
But you don't necessarily want that in your coffee if you're looking for your different flavor. It is the complaint that many people have about Spanish coffee. It ain't Italian or French espresso, right? It's a different bean. But I had bad coffee last weekend when it tasted like it had been through a gym sock. And I was like...
Do you send it back? I don't know.
And that's when I was like, do I send it back? It's €1.50. Yeah. Am I gonna be that person? No. But everyone else was like, mine's good. I'm like, I think they just reused the bean.
But also you don't know if theirs were fine because you're not tasting theirs, right? So they might not have tasted good and they just didn't know the difference. I only really drink cappuccinos and lattes and things. I don't drink espressos. So I don't usually taste the coffee that much. So when the coffee has a really, really strong flavor, I'm kind of like, you know?
Well, this tasted like used coffee grounds. Sorry. And I know because I was a poor student in college and I have reused coffee.
So you know what that tastes like. Yes. I'm sorry that you know what that tastes like, but that makes sense. Well, we will, Anyway, obviously, if you turn bad, you're in a bad mood.
Our next one is mier y no echar gota.
Okay.
To urinate and not get a drop.
I guess to try to urinate, maybe?
To try and if you're actually urinating, then there would be a drop.
Right.
So this means that something is absurd, it's ridiculous, but in a bad way, but also in a funny way too, right? It's just extremely frustrating and it's a pointless situation. Type, obviously,
yes. I mean that makes sense. That's
like the doctor saying.
That's very explanatory in the words. I think.
Yes, I think so.
So the next one, kind of, this is one of those things where when you read it in another language and you're like, okay, that sounds silly. Oh, that's exactly what ours says, but I never thought about it because we just say phrases in English and we don't think about really the words so much, I think. Mm-hmm. And so this one is partirse el culo, which means to split your butt, which means to laugh your ass off. Well, right. I mean, laughing your ass off, if you were a foreigner and learning English, you'd be like, what? Right?
Right.
But we don't really think about it because that's what we say. And so to split your butt, partirse el culo, I mean, it's basically the same thing.
It's the same thing. And we're not literally doing it. No, but I'm not literally LOLing and LMAFOing.
You're not?
No, when I'm sitting in silence, pretty much frowning when I'm saying I'm laughing out loud.
So you're lying. Okay.
I'm totally, we all are.
No, that makes sense. It has gone. I mean, do you think there was a time when people were literally lying on the floor laughing their ass off? I don't know.
I'm going to venture during the caveman days when somebody drew a funny bison in the wall and that's all they had. That
was the funniest thing.
Yes, they were on the floor.
And that guy was the comedian of the town, right?
He was the Shecky Green of
I love that.
caveman world.
I think that's possible. Okay. Número 11.
11. Pasarse tres pueblos.
Oh.
To pass 3 towns. It means to go too far, like overstepping your lines, stay in your lane kind of thing. Now, could you say pasarse un pueblo to be like,
It's a little too far.
A little too far, but you can still stay at the table.
And can you have pasarse 10 pueblos? Can you there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, lose my number.
Lose my number. Do not ever come back for dinner. Don't call me.
I don't know.
I think as foreigners that don't speak the language properly as much as we try, there's no harm in us adjusting them for our own sense of humor.
I think so. I think we're allowed.
Yes.
I mean, if we're not, come find us.
Right. Number 12, I don't get at all, but here we go. Darse con un canto en los dientes. To hit yourself with a rock in the teeth. Which means to count your blessings. That you should be grateful because the situation could have been worse. Basically.
But that sounds like a pretty bad situation. For someone who's had a lot of dental work done and the amount of money that's cost over the past 50 years of my lifetime, I don't know what could be worse than knocking out my teeth.
But if somebody else is doing it, I get it, because they maybe could have hit you over the head with the rock and like killed you. But there's no reason to be hitting yourself in the face with a rock. That's like, just don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I don't.
maybe you don't hit yourself in the face with a rock and then go, oh look, I could have killed myself instead. No, I don't. That just doesn't make any sense. But that is what it
No.
means, and it's kind of a funny, weird one. So we kept it in there for our entertainment.
For our entertainment, yes. And of course,
which leaves you with this one.
Yeah, of course I get this one. I feel like the last time we did this list, I got a similar one. And actually, I just got something else similar to this just a couple ones ago. It's the same theme. I'm hacerse la picha un lío.
Okay.
To make a mess of one's own penis.
Oh, well.
To get to get oneself confused.
Get your knickers in a twist, as the English would say.
Exactly. Get your wires crossed, you know.
I mean, it's self-explanatory, I guess.
It is.
That one didn't really need an explanation. That's a funny one.
It is a funny one. Well, because you've maybe, I get the blue ones, as it were. I'm doing a double header.
Okay, do another one as a bonus for doing it. Why does it always end up on number 13 too? We'll have to do that from now on. Number 13 always has to be extra weird.
Oh, I see how this is going to play out. So, number 14, cantar las 40.
Yes.
40.
40 for those not
40.
For those for not understanding Gaetano's Spanish.
The butchering of I know people going to tell me.
Let's just say it in English to sing the 40.
To sing the 40. Now, what I love about this is this one has some real history.
Oh, good! Finally. Some backstory.
So this means to give someone a severe telling off.
Okay.
Tell them that basically show them the mirror, tell them their home truths, as it were. But it comes from the card game Tute, where getting the king and the horse of the trump suit earns you 40 points.
Oh, wow.
And that's a significant winning score you must loudly sing or announce to the other players.
Oh, so kind of like Yahtzee.
Yahtzee, like
right?
Yahtzee.
Yeah. So maybe that's where Yahtzee comes from. And you gotta make a big deal about it, much to the chagrin of everyone else in the game. But yeah, you're kind of being a little obnoxious.
Yes, I think I'm not sure, but I think you're in the place to then tell someone off, right? Like it puts you in the place to.
Absolutely, yeah. So maybe because you have to be loud and obnoxious about it, it kind of sounds like you're telling somebody off a little bit. So.
I mean, I think if like your dog eats all your slippers, you can do you can sing the 40.
You can
right?
sing the 40, totally. And speaking of numbers, number 15, comerse una y contar 20. To eat one and count to 20.
I kind of love this one.
Yeah, this one is also a little bit self-explanatory. We generally count to 10 in English, I think, when we have to like chill, right?
Take a breath.
To take a breath. Take a breath. Usually count to 10. So this means to remain quiet or silent after an offense. So you've eaten one, now count to 20.
Right. Take a breath. Don't overreact. Right.
Yeah.
Count backwards.
And that kind of makes sense.
That one does.
Yeah.
Now, this next one, all right, I'm just going to say it and we'll discuss it.
Okay.
Katie Den Morthia.
Okay.
Which means to give you a blood sausage.
So I was surprised by what this one meant, because it means what I would want it to mean, but it doesn't mean what I...
It means to go to hell, right?
It means to go to hell, which makes perfect sense to me, because blood sausages are disgusting. I've tried
to like them. And I think I'm done trying. Mm-hmm. You know me, I'm adventurous with food.
You are very good at that. Yeah, I have not.
And I'm
not going down that road.
It just every time one enters my mouth, and they surprise me sometimes. They hide them in your arroz al horno sometimes. You think you've picked it out. Nope.
And this is one of those things where we have them in England too. I don't eat them there either. It is one of the things that I wasn't sure for some time after moving here whether there was just one name, the morcilla, for the blood sausage, or whether there was a variety of names and things for them. Kind of stopped me from ordering anything with a sausage in it, because I was like, I can't end up with a blood sausage on my plate, because I won't be able to send it back because I ordered it. And so I'm just staying away from sausages completely. But they love them here. So it surprised me that this is a negative thing.
I agree. I'm shocked by that too, because I mean, I don't know thousands of Spaniards, but I know a few, and they're all like, "Oh, when I tell them like, I don't like the blood sausage." They give me a
Right?
scowl of like, "How could you
How
not?
could
It's
you?
what we love here.
Right.
It's delicious."
It's a center point of their cuisine.
Right.
Ugh.
So
So yeah, surprised but happy. It does mean go to hell, jump in the lake, get stuffed, whatever.
yes.
Oh, maybe
Now
the get
this.
stuffed is kind of makes sense with
Oh yeah, get stuff. Yeah, give you a
yeah.
blood sauce with. I don't
Ugh,
know.
gross.
Ugh.
All
Anyway,
right.
number 17. Verse el plumero.
Ooh.
To see the feather duster.
Okay.
So this means to see someone's true hidden intentions or true character.
Okay.
Now,
Show your true colors.
yeah, I don't know what a feather duster has to do with that. What do you think?
Well, they have very colorful feather dusters here, but that's not the phrase. I mean, that's the
No.
English translation of the phrase, but they do have very colorful ones here. That was my one idea that maybe it's colorful, but then you have to relate it back to the English phrase, and that doesn't make any sense. The only other thing I can think of is that a feather duster is picking up all the dust and dirt in your house, and that's your dirty laundry kind of.
I'm going to go with that. I like that. I think
Yeah.
that's what it means. I think we can go on Jeopardy.
Yeah, that is the
That's the answer.
That is the closest I can get to an explanation.
What is dust, Alex? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right. To see a feather duster. All right, number 18, another weird one. Estar como una regadera, which is to be like a watering can, which actually means to be completely nuts and out of your mind.
Well, you'd have to be out of your mind to make that phrase mean it means
Right?
you're out of your mind. That makes no sense to
I feel
me.
like my watering can is quite useful and does its job pretty well. So I don't really. Maybe watering cans did something else, or maybe that word means something else back in some other day. Who knows?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not getting it, but okay.
Oh, maybe
fine.
when they first saw them, they were like, "This is crazy. This is so cool." I don't know.
Are we going back to the caveman times?
Totally,
Like,
all the way back to the caveman.
I put water in this gourd, and now I can water.
But
this
then
plant
also
with
put
it.
holes in it so that it sprinkles out in all different directions. Like that's kind of clever. Like as an idea. Okay, all right. Like I said, I don't understand it. Now I'm just using my crazy imagination. I am completely nuts. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna do a double now since you did a double, and we're almost at the end. So this is my almost last chance.
Okay, fair.
So number 19, no hay tutía. There's no way you can have it. So this is like no way you can't have it. There's no solution, no hope. And I thought this one was interesting because it seems like it might be something else, but it apparently stems from the ancient Arabic medicine tutia, one word, Tutia, which is a zinc oxide. And that was believed at the time to be a universal cure. So if you don't have it, you can't fix anything.
Gotcha.
So I thought that was a really cool phrase that has really obviously been around for a really long time.
I like that one.
No hay tutía.
I'm going to be saying that tonight. Daddy, can we have a treat?
No hay
tutía.
Nothing can be fixed. You can't do it.
And that'll be really painful for them because, if I may say, we are putting up our Christmas decorations. We didn't get to do them when we thought we were.
Okay.
And so we're putting them up this weekend, and I've bought a chocolate panettone, and
it does seem kind of late. Yeah,
it's kind of late. I know. It's like I said earlier, my daughter's in exam mode.
No, but it's okay because I always do mine early, but mostly because of being in America and doing it straight after Thanksgiving as a thing, but also because we always leave for England and we're not here for Christmas. If I was to put mine up this weekend, we would have it for 3 days.
Yeah.
So we have to have it up earlier. And even with the moving, I was super impressed with myself for finding all of our stuff and getting it up. And that was, by the way, thanks to the boxes that you gave us. Because
did you use my labels that already had Christmas written
I didn't. I wasn't organized enough to use the boxes for the same things that you did. But those boxes are distinctive and I only have so many. And those are our Christmas and Halloween decorations. So I knew how to find them even in the mess and chaos. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, the last one is for you. Number 20.
Ser más chulo que un ocho. To be cooler than an 8. which I love about this one is the background story for it.
Okay.
And then I have a funny little tidbit
Okay.
on this as well.
Okay.
So the background what it means is to be a big show off, like,
Okay.
to full of, that you're too cool for school, full of swagger, like
Yeah.
you're
Being a little
you're too big
arrogant.
for your britches. Yeah,
Mhm.
being very arrogant. And that it comes from that in the old tram system in Madrid, the number 8 carried the hoi polloi, the stylish
Oh my
people.
god, that's so
That was
cool.
like the fancy line if you lived on the
Yeah.
number 8. So saying that you're cooler than an 8 means you're better than those people.
That's
That you think
funny
you're,
because
you think
I thought it was 8 was always, I think it's like a lucky number in a lot of cultures. So I thought it was kind of like, you think you're cooler than our lucky number? Like, come on, That's
right.
not the
No,
case.
no, that's not the case. Now, what was funny to me is when I was translating these,
Mhm.
in some of these I was translating, I was going through Google Translate. So I was like, let me put this through Google Translate. And it didn't give me the literal translation. It didn't say to be cooler than 8. I had to use a different translator
Oh, okay.
app to get the
Yeah.
real
Sometimes
meaning,
you got to
right?
go
I
through
mean,
a few, right?
yeah, you got to go through a few. Well, Google came back with to be cooler than a $3 bill.
Okay.
And I was like, that's not a phrase anywhere. The phrase isn't to be cooler than a
Not
$3 bill.
even
It
back
means,
in 150 years ago when there was like, that would be cool to have a $3 bill.
no,
No.
it was always, no, it's because the $3 bill is weird. So I mean, it's as queer as a $3
Oh,
bill.
okay. That's a whole different can of worms. Okay.
And I was like, no one picked that up at Google. I'm like,
Is it
I mean, it's
possible?
cool to be queer now, but it wasn't
Right.
100 years ago. I
No.
mean, I mean, not in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
My people have been through a lot.
Yes.
So,
Well, that's so weird. I wonder if it meant that somewhere, but maybe not all over. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll talk to who's ever heading off that division of Google
They
Translate.
need to
Who's
fix that.
translating
Maybe they
Yeah,
didn't want
they
to
need
use
to fix
that
it.
word because they thought that was like non-kosher. I don't know.
Maybe that was
Yeah.
they were like, I don't want to get fired.
So we're just going to change history completely. That's never
Well,
happened
that's
before.
all of our phrases.
That is it. Yeah.
So I guess we should tell everyone that we're going to take next week off.
We are
and
taking
wish everyone
Christmas
a
off.
happy holiday, Hanukkah, Christmas,
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate or don't
Happy
celebrate.
Christmas, Merry Christmas, whatever you say. Yeah, so we're going to take a mini break
A mini break, yes.
to enjoy.
1 week.
And
We're getting
hopefully
1
you have your
week break.
decorations up by then.
They're going up. I'm actually, after we get off, I'm pulling out the fake tree from the storage locker or the storage closet. And then I'm going to have all the bins out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the girls and I have decided we're going to get kebab and we're going to watch some stuff and unpack some of the stuff. And then tomorrow is tree. And then I am forcing them on Sunday to go get our yearly Santa picture taken. And
There's a place for that.
yeah. And when I told them this morning, I just got off the bus, the daggers, I'm surprised I'm not in the hospital. They were so sharp that they were throwing at me. And I was like, it's our tradition, we have to do, but we're going to be so uncool, Dad. Who cares?
It's got to be
It's our
done.
family photo. It's got to be
So
done.
you're gonna like stick with this until they're both 18.
Oh, till they're 40.
Oh, till they're 40.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh my
If they've
God.
got kids, we're doing it all, But we've changed it. We used
Okay.
to be smiley, and a couple of years ago, we started making scowling faces and make Santa do a scowling face too. So we all look bah humbuggy in the picture.
Okay.
So I was like, didn't we make it cool doing that? They're like, no, it's still not cool.
Have you watched The Goldbergs, the TV show? Where the
No,
mom
not
makes
really.
everybody go, and the pictures are hilarious because it's based on his life. So he actually has pictures from his life that they duplicate in the show. And they're so awful. The outfits, the whole thing. And it's just, you should just watch that for that part of it.
Okay, I'll look for that episode.
It's on a lot of episodes because she does it to them every year. And there's like 9 seasons or something. So I think in every
so
season,
it's an ongoing thing.
yeah. So that you'll have that in your TV show
I
whenever you make one.
I will look for that and try to show it to my kids.
Perfect.
See, it could be worse.
It could totally be worse. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a week off, and when we get back, we're gonna have a little recap of our first year, and
then back to season 2.
we're gonna have can you believe
That's
it?
crazy.
We're actually gonna say season 2.
Yeah, that's insane. All right, well, more on that later.
More on that. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Ciao, Tanya. Hey, can't get enough of us? Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Ospain Podcast.
And on our website, ourspain.com, which we will be updating with exciting new things as we grow.
We would love for you to message us with any topics you would like to hear about.
See you next time.
Bye!